Thank you, Mikey. Always great to catch up with our friends at ADT. They are a Boca Raton staple. They're an institution, and there has been just a phenomenal relationship with Florida Atlantic for an awful long time. And joining us here is the EVP, Chief Operating Officer at ADT, Don Young, with us here on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network. Don, thank you for joining us. Really, really appreciate it. It's great to talk to you. And I want to start with this. What is the key to ADT's success over the last 150 years, and what can we expect to see from ADT in the future?
Yeah, no, appreciate that question, and certainly a pleasure and humbled to go be on your show. Yeah, for sure, it's the people. The people have always been the difference. Their commitment to our brand, their commitment to the reliability of our service, their adaptability to change, whether it's in standards or technology or innovation, it's always been about the people, and we're really grateful and blessed to go and have them. We've got tenured people measured in decades, not just years.
Why does ADT put so much importance into that relationship that I mentioned just a bit ago with Florida Atlantic?
Well, we're a big believer in contributing to the communities where we do business, and obviously with Boca, our Boca headquarters being right there in FAU's backyard, we invest pretty heavily in FAU and giving us our future leaders. We have an intern program that's heavily occupied with FAU students and graduates. So, yeah, a very solid partnership, and one that literally feeds our future leadership rank and file with FAU grads.
Chief Operating Officer, Executive Vice President at ADT, Don Young, with us here on the Florida Atlantic Sports Network, FAU and Army on this Saturday. Don, can you tell us a little bit about ADT's commitment to serving the community as a whole?
Yeah, like I said earlier, big believer in investing in our local communities. We do a lot of charitable work, local initiatives, volunteer efforts. All of that is focused on making our neighborhoods safer and more connected. We're also very passionate about hiring locally, somewhat out of necessity, somewhat out of preference, and building strong ties with the community where we're meant to go in and do business and build a reputation of trust.
Well, I know that when it comes to ADT, and I've been at Florida Atlantic for a long time, ADT has been a constant, consistent presence, not just on campus, but certainly in and around Boca Raton, South Florida, and the entire community at large. Don, I wanted to ask you about ADT's commitment to veterans because it is Military Appreciation Day, because Army is coming in for the very first time to take on Florida Atlantic in Boca. What is ADT's commitment to our veterans?
ADT, I happen to be the executive sponsor of our Veterans Berg organization, or our business resource group. So this is as personal to me as anything in my life. I served 4 years myself in the Air Force from 1984 to 1988. Nice little rivalry. My brother is a West Point grad, so some familial investment here, but yeah, no, ADT has always supported our veterans as a core part of our cultural pillars at ADT, and we enjoy 20% of our population being from the veteran community, and we continue to sponsor opportunities for our existing veteran employees, as well as opportunities for veterans coming out of the service that are trying to transition into our workforce.
Don, I did want to ask you, what's so important to you about FAU and about the area we call home here in this Boca Raton, South Florida region?
Well, like I said, as a company deeply rooted in the Boca community, obviously our headquarters has been there for quite some time now, like you mentioned earlier. Super proud to go and support FAU. Our shared values of innovation, education, and community really just drive us not only to be a business presence, but also an active partner in the area's growth and success along with FAU.
Don Young, the Executive Vice President, Chief Operating Officer at ADT. Don, really appreciate the time and appreciate the partnership and all that you and ADT do for not only the school, but the community. So thank you so much for telling us a little bit about it here on this Saturday.
Thank you again for the opportunity, and special thanks to FAU for the partnership. It's been great so far.
Don Young at ADT.